So when I came out this morning, this was the bucket laying on its side. We still got some flies on it. And you can see they ate all the caulking. It just got bigger and bigger, and then it started to hurt and get red. And then it started to get inflamed, and then it got infected. That's right, and it got pretty big, ugly, and nasty.
Well, good morning, preppers, homesteaders, and all you crazy other people out there. It is Sunday, the day after 4th of July, and well, I am off to the big box store again because what happened was a critter, I don't know if it was a possum, raccoon, deer, or whatever, had gotten into my fly traps. They completely broke off the trap, the green trap lid, and got in there, and for some reason they got all the eggshells out. So I don't know what, the bucket was laying on the side, and then the other bucket that I have tied to the tree was also kind of tilted over, but it didn't break. So I'm off to Home Depot, and I've got to buy another, get 2 more lids and another trap and some I think at this time, instead of RTV or silicone, I'm going to go with Gorilla Glue. So come along as today's projects continue. Alrighty, we just got done picking up an order that we did online. Got 2 new lids and 2 more fly traps and some Gorilla Glue. And I'm only going to use one. I just keep the other lid as a spare in case, I don't know. I don't know how this thing got in, man. It was smart. So it's either had to be a raccoon or a possum. So anyway, let's get back to the house and start our project part 2, mod 2. All right, we got everything we need. We're gonna head back to the house, and you know, I live out of town, and when I need stuff, you know, I've got to make sure that I've got a list, because then I forgot. Because going out to middle of nowhere sometimes, like where I'm at, you know, and you might as well put a list together and get everything all at once, because it's not like it's a mile away. And so that's one of the cons of living out in the middle of nowhere. Do another one right here. And today we are going to use Gorilla Glue versus caulking to make it even stronger. So we're going to bring all this in the house and do it in an air-conditioned space. Pardon the noise, I got the generator running. We ain't got much sun, but I want to show you what I found with my trap yesterday. The bucket was on the ground, it's leaning over. So when I came out this morning, this was the bucket laying on its side. We still got some flies on it, but if you can see, the trap and the eggshells are removed. And oh my God, there's still stuff in there. I might have to refill it with the new bait, but I'm gonna replace that lid. And I don't know pretty much what tipped it over, probably a raccoon, possum. And you can see they ate all the caulking on the trap to get to it, and the eggshells are on the ground. I don't know where the other 2 eggshells are. And then of course, they took that away too. I've got another trap here that they took away. Oh, great. No fluid in there, so I'm gonna have to toss this one.
This one's pretty much done. Whew, that smells. And the other one is still here. So I don't know if I put that one there or not. I don't know what got into it. Like I said, they chewed up all the caulking to get that out. So I'm gonna have to outsmart them and use something stronger. And then I gotta fix the pull cord on the generator today. Seems like it's a little bit frayed on the side. And just never ends. All right, another project I have that I've been working on. I have so much projects. I had to borrow my neighbor's 18-foot trailer because if you look on the back right here, I've got a gate. I just bought a gate. This is a 12-foot 6-pipe farm gate. And I'm gonna put that here at the end of the driveway. And I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put it because I'm gotta go check to see if any boxes were dropped off. But anyway, I'm putting it out there because I'm just pretty much tired of when deliveries come in, they drive down this driveway here and then they try to turn around. The other day, a Amazon driver tried to turn around or reverse back there, and she had her back wheels at the edge of that drop off, and I could have sworn she was gonna get stuck. And if she had did, then I don't know what we would do. And then if you look over here, before I planted the Leland cypresses, another driver drove right on the grass, reversing. I don't know how hard it is to reverse, folks, but right here is where the gate's gonna go. I'm gonna put 2 posts, one post here and another post there, and then that 12-foot gate will swing either out to the right or the left. So it's gonna go right here. So that'll be good. At least if I put it right up there where I want to over there, the FedEx trucks and the big trucks like UPS can still get in and they can stop at that gate. All right, I just got another parcel. I believe this is a lantern or a camp lantern from, I want to say Outtask. I don't know, I got to open it up, but it just stopped raining. It's been raining all day, and if you can see, that's great because I've got all these Leland cypresses that need to be taken care of, watered and nourished so they can grow. Also, last week I did take a road trip to Kentucky. I needed to get another generator, a bigger generator, because I've been using the 2,000 watt generator and it's been taking forever to charge stuff up on days like today. This right here is the Predator 5000. It's dual fuel, meaning propane and gasoline. It's super quiet, and I got to build a platform and a box for it, even though it is quiet, and it takes, like I said, gas or propane. And one cool thing about it is it has a remote. Check this out. How cool is that, starting your generator from the remote? You can start and stop it from the inside. And I apologize for the noise, but I'm waiting for my neighbor to come home so we can carry this gate out. I can stack it on the side, and then I got to do is start working on some posts, some probably 6x6 or something like that, and so I can get this put up at the front entrance. Well, it looks like the citronella and lavender is doing well on that side, but not too good on this side. So let's go inside. I got to tell you guys a little bit what happened this week. All right. So this week I had some issues that started about after my eye. Many of you know that I had that sty, and it finally went away. It healed. It took about 6 or 7 days. Well, this is what happened after. I noticed I was having a bump on the back of my hairline in the back, and I knew it was an ingrown hair that was under there, and it just got bigger and bigger, and then it started to hurt and get red. And then it started to get inflamed, and then it got infected. That's right, and it got pretty big, ugly, and nasty. I tried to see if it would go away after about 4 days, and it was just getting unbearable. So I went into the urgent care. They gave me some medication, some topical that you put on it, as well as some antibiotics. Well, 3 days later, it still got big. It still hurt. So I went back in, and what they did is they ended up opening it up and cutting it to drain out whatever was in there. And I was thinking there was going to be a lot of pus or anything like that. There wasn't. It was all blood under that blister. So they cut it open. I've got 2 stitches in the back of my neck right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm probably going to have the stitches taken out next Tuesday. But what I'm going to show you is what it looked like when they cut it open with all the blood and everything. So if you don't want to see it, turn away, and I'll let you know when you can turn back on. So these pictures right here show how much blood came out from a blister or an inflamed hair blister in the back of my neck, and it hurt. And they ended up putting 2 stitches. To numb it was worse than the stitching itself. I mean, putting that numbing agent in there hurt. So this is all the blood from there. So anyways, now I'm on the healing for that. So hopefully, knock on wood, knock on red cedar, that I don't have any more issues with the skin. But things come in 3, right? Well, check this out. The other day, my blood pressure would not come down. It stayed super high. So everyone was telling me to go to the ER because it was at dangerous levels. So I spent 4 hours at the emergency room. Once you got it cut out, it's pretty easy to come off. So there we go again. So this time around, I'm going to glue this to the bottom of the trap first, and then insert it in the bucket. So today I'm going to go ahead and use construction adhesive from Gorilla Glue, and then we're going to glue this bottom cover or the middle cover to the trap, so that way when it goes in, it'll stay open. The other one, I didn't do that. I just put it on the top all the way around and put it on the bucket. Well, they ate through all the RTV, and the push pulled this out. So pretty smart critters. I'm thinking they're raccoons, but if they ate the other eggs, I'm sure they're somewhere with a really, really bad sore stomach. Okay, got one down. Let's do the other one. And this is a little bit messy, but I got gloves today. Hopefully this thing will hold it open and they can't chew on it. Okay. And then we got some Q-tips here. Go ahead and I'm going to smear it in there, make it nice and thick. And it being construction adhesive, I hope that it holds it well. Just let me clean this up a little bit, fill in the gaps. Hopefully they won't be able to eat this one. I don't know. Them smart critters, man. I don't think they will on this one. So I put the covers back on the traps, and let me tell you, between those homemade traps and the PT Alpine spray, I have had 0 flies. That's right, 0 flies on the porch and in the surrounding area. So I think I've got it under control. And the thing with those traps is you want to put it about 20 or 30 feet away from your front door or any kind of windows. One, because you don't want the flies to be attracted to your entry to your door. So every time you open your door, they get into your house or your cabin or your tent. So, 20 to 30 feet is the optimum placement. And then of course the windows, because this thing smells absolutely horrendous. You don't want it near your windows. So today, it's been raining. Well, it's been raining for the last 2 days, off and on, heavy thunderstorms, lots of rain, and they're expecting rain all for the next 4 or 5 days. So that negates me from going out there, finishing my project. I want to do the gate. I want to do some other things out there, but got to take it as it is. You got to be semper gumby, always flexible. But, no matter what goes on in your life, and no matter what you face, always trust God, always ask Him in your prayers, and, things will work out. I'm a firm believer, things will work out. So if you're down in the dumps, there's always going to be valleys between the peaks, and you just gotta just take life and have a good outlook on it.